Hey YouTube family, it's Sarah, also known as LessOfSarah, and this is my 6-month post-op VSG update. So I know there are probably some people watching this who aren't normal subscribers who may have just found this video on YouTube, and so my story is I weighed 460 pounds in September of 2012. I had decided to have weight loss surgery. I chose a VSG, or vertical sleeve gastrectomy, and I chose to have it in Mexico. The surgeon that I had my surgery with was Dr. Aceves. His practice is called Mexicali Bariatric, and it's located in Mexicali, Mexico. You'll find lots of videos on my channel talking about why I made the decision to have surgery in Mexico, why I chose a VSG, why I chose Dr. Aceves. I won't go through all of that, but you can certainly go back and watch my pre-op videos if you're interested in that info. My surgery date was November 30th, 2012. I weighed in at 420 pounds on the day of surgery. So I'm going to throw lots of numbers at you in this video, but let's talk about where we're at now. I think I said in a video, sorry, on my video on Friday, sorry about that, tickles. I said in my video on Friday, I was hoping to get to 295 pounds today, which would give me a 125 pound loss not overall, but since surgery in the last 6 months, and a 165 pound loss overall since the end of September. I almost made it. After losing 11 pounds over the last 2 weeks, I didn't necessarily have really high hopes for losing a ton this week. But I did make it down to 296 as of this morning. So that means I lost a pound and a half. Technically, my official weigh-in day is tomorrow, but I lost a pound and a half this week. And that brings me down to 296, which is a total of 124 pounds lost since my surgery and 164 pounds lost overall since my highest weight. I thought I would break down for you guys how my weight loss broke out each month, because I've had a couple of people ask me about that. So the way it broke out was this. The first month I lost a total of 28 pounds. Second month was a total of 22 pounds. Month 3 was 21 pounds. Month 4, 20 pounds. Month 5, 18 pounds. And this past month 6 was 15 pounds. So that's how my weight loss has gone on a monthly basis. Obviously, it's gone down each month, which is to be expected. But I still think a 15-pound loss, in that 6 months is pretty darn good. So I'm happy with that. I'm sorry about my voice today. I don't know what's going on. I apologize. BMI is something I don't talk about very often because of my body type, it doesn't really apply to me. And the reason I say that is BMI is an extremely flawed way of determining whether your weight is healthy, because it doesn't take into account your body composition or any of that. So for me, having a really large frame, really high bone mass, high muscle mass as well to some degree, it doesn't really make sense for me. The reason I know this is if I take my goal weight and punch it in, I'm actually still considered to be overweight and just under the obese category, even at my goal. So, yeah, and my goal weight would be literally a totally normal percentage of body fat for me. So that just goes to show you how wacky BMI can be. But because it is the measure that a lot of medical professionals use, especially in the weight loss community, I thought I would give you guys an update. So my starting BMI was 65.1. My BMI the day of surgery was 59.4. And my current BMI is 41.7, which means my BMI has gone down about 24 or 23 and a half points, basically, since the beginning of this journey, which is great. I have lost, I think, somewhere in the vicinity of, I want to say 35, but I actually think it's higher than that. It might be 35 to 37% of my overall body mass, which is pretty cool. What I didn't calculate actually was the percentage of my excess weight that I've lost. So if you'll bear with me for a second, I'm just going to figure that out because that's something I should have calculated before. So let's see here. So I've lost 66% of my, I guess, excess body weight. So that would be calculated by taking 460 minus 250, which is the amount of, sorry, let me try that again. 460 minus 210, which is my first goal weight, let's say. And that brings me to 250. So 250 divided by 460 is 66%. And if we take my surgery day weight and do the same thing, that means I had 210 pounds of excess weight at that point, and I've lost 124. So that is 59% of my excess body weight from the time of surgery. So at 6 months, I can't be anything but pleased with that kind of result. Size-wise, because I know some people aren't as concerned with the number on the scale or their BMI, but they do go by sizes. I was a size I was still trying to squeeze into like 32s, but really I couldn't wear size 32 pants unless they were stretchy. So I don't know for sure, but I would say I was a 34, 36 even when I started my journey at 460 pounds. And now I'm down to 22, 24 in pants. And in tops, actually, I can wear some 1820s as well. So I've definitely dropped sizes over that time as well. So those are all the numbers. And I have to say, I didn't actually do measurements at the beginning of my journey. I sort of wish that I had. So I have no idea how many inches I've lost, but I know that it's a lot. Sorry. Some of the numbers are just sort of staggering, to be honest, when I look back. Considering it was just 6 months ago, I can't believe how much has changed in that 6 months. And I know this is like the fast part, and the next 6 months won't bring quite as impressive numbers, but I'm ready for that, and I'm okay with that. I'm not satisfied with where I am, but of course I'm happy with where I am right now, even at 296 pounds, which I know probably sounds insane to a lot of people. There's so many people who have surgery who are less than that, but for me, this is a place I haven't been in 17 or 18 years, so it feels great. I wanted to talk a little bit. Guys, I'm so sorry. I don't know what's going on with my voice this morning. I didn't realize I was having an issue. I wanted to talk a little bit about goals. So my next goal, or at least my next big goal, is a 200-pound overall loss. So that would be down to 260 pounds by September 30th. The reason I chose September 30th is that's pretty much the day that I started my journey at 460. So that would be 1 year from the time that I started this journey, and about 10 months out from surgery. And so that's why I chose that date. I have 35 more pounds to go, or 36 more pounds to go to that goal. And then my next big goal is a 250-pound overall loss. That is, at this point, my goal. Again, I may adjust that goal down once I get there, but that's my first goal. I will consider that to be my goal weight of 210 by March 30th. And the reasoning behind March 30th is it is 6 months after September 30th, so it'll be 18 months that I've been on my journey. And 18 months I know is a long time for most people to consider getting to goal, but when you have 250 pounds to lose, it takes a while. And also that is right before the WLSFA conference and cruise, and I thought that was a great goal to work towards, being at goal by the time I go on that. So those are my goals as far as weight and numbers. I thought a lot last night about my fitness goals as well. And, obviously my goal is just to be healthy and fit and all that stuff. But I do want to do couch to 5K. I know that I've said I don't like running. I still don't like running. And I don't, I may eat my words later. I know people have told me, but I may change my mind. I want to try it. I do. I want to try it. you know, Couch to 5K is something that I feel like I can do. I'm not sure that I'm there yet, to be honest, but it is something I'm going to try and start in the next few months. And I do want to do a 5K eventually. I'm hoping sometime in the fall, so maybe September, October sort of time frame. And I don't think I'm crazy enough to think that I'm going to run the whole 5K, but I would just like to finish a 5K just to say that I did it. So that's one of my goals. I also want to try some new kind of more intense fitness things. So I'm thinking about trying stuff like kettlebells and CrossFit and a whole bunch of new kind of fitness type stuff like that, just to keep things interesting and just to see if I can do it. I'm sure you can imagine that my lifestyle at 460 pounds was pretty sedentary. There was not a lot of fitness going on at all. I also have a job where I sit on my butt pretty much all day, and sometimes for 12 to 16 hours a day if it's a really busy time frame. I don't really have a choice with that, to be honest. I can't switch jobs. This is my career. It's my own business. I don't have an option to have a more active job, but I do have the option to have a more active life, and that's what I've been trying to pursue as much as I can. So tomorrow I am going to post a video talking about the more I guess, reflective, emotional side of what it's like to be 6 months out from surgery. But today I just wanted to do a quick update with all the numbers and all that info for everyone. So I'm looking forward to tomorrow's video. Thank you for joining me this week for this 6-month post-surgery series. And don't forget to appreciate every step in your journey. Have a great day.